we're starting with a finished book. I talked in last week's log about Takedown by Stephen Lever. I finished it. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't like, it's pretty much like an action thriller with a main character that is just overpowering everyone. So there isn't really much friction, and like there's drama, but after the first confrontation that he pretty much will come out of everything unscathed, and he does that. So yeah, this is a quick action thriller, military, and with a character who is just this badass, I do what I want, you can't tell me anything guy, and that's it. So I give it 3 stars because it is enjoyable. Just don't think it's like one of those like wow books where you're like, oh my god, that was so good, because it's just really entertainment more than anything else. It feels a little bit like, those action thrillers that don't have much of a story, that you just watch because the scenes look cool and they're just entertaining. That is pretty much what that book is. So yeah, I finished that yesterday, thankfully. It meant one book more finished in June instead of July, which was really nice. And yeah, then I did start my next read, which is Winds of Fate by Mercedes Lackey, and I am, I think, 50 pages in or something. This isn't the shortest book, so yeah, 44 pages in. I don't really know what this is about. We have one person who lives in the woods, and he doesn't really like magic, but he can telepathically speak with his pet bird. So yeah, I don't really know how that goes together. And then we have, I think it's the 2 characters that are on the front. This is the guy from the woods, and this is our main character, a female who can use magic, I think. But yeah, she was trained for the kingdom. They made pretty much like a pact to make sure that only the right people rule. Where like they have a ritual, and then through that ritual, they will be shown who is like capable of fairly ruling, and the other people who are also really good but not like ruling good get to be in this order that protects the king, and she has something to do with that. But I'm not like, there was an assassination attempted to her, but I'm not further in. That is like pretty much what you get to know in the 44 pages of the beginning. And to get a little bit of a contrast, I will start a second book parallel to that, and I will start with this one, which is Since You've Been Gone, which is a book about a clairvoyant teenager who used to help the police until she didn't manage to help her brother's kidnapping and murder, and now she has to find a killer, and it brings a lot of memories and emotions back up. And it is supposed to be a horror book, so we'll see how it is. It's by Colleen Thompson. I don't know if I've ever read a book by her. I got it random in a book box, so I don't really have much of an idea about the book, and I don't have high hopes that it's gonna be a good book. But yeah, technically I would now read and do a workout, but I managed to eat something with gluten in it on the weekend, which sucks. So I feel like shit, and I will not be doing a workout because my stomach feels like it's about to explode. So we're not gonna aggravate that any further. I pretty much look like I'm like 5 months pregnant right now, which is not a nice look if you're not pregnant. You don't want to be, But yeah, that means I'm gonna sit really still on my PC and do some gaming just to like get my head out of the gutter, pretty much, because I'm not happy. And yeah, also I forgot to show you last week, I did this little angry octopus. He didn't like. First of all, I think I filled him too firmly, and I think I messed the tentacles up. I don't think they're supposed to look like this, but I think he looks kind of funny. So yeah, he's just sitting on my table here. But yeah, and whilst I'm gaming, I also will finish up my tapestry, because that is finally dry, so I can work on that one. And I am also working on some fanny packs, so I am keeping myself busy. The other thing is, which was really annoying, yesterday we made the reservations for when we go to Disneyland for my 30th birthday this year, my partner and I searched for like restaurants, and I mean, this is the first time that I will go back to Disney. Being gluten intolerant, and let me tell you, it's not easy in Europe. I have read online that it's so nice and easy in America, which my goal is to, at some point in my life, go to America, to Disney World or Disneyland. I don't care for either one. Like I would go to either one, you know. But yeah, in Paris, it's supposed to not be so easy. So yeah, I now had to book restaurants without knowing what I can eat there, because if you don't book, you probably won't get a table, because we are going over Halloween, you know, like in October around Halloween, and it is so full at that time. We had to book really far in advance, and I have no idea if I will be able to eat anything at the places we've booked. So that is a fun experience. I'm slightly worried, which I'm not doing good with. So yeah, I mean, it is still like nearly 4 months till we go, which, you know, I can't wait till we go because it's my happy place on earth. But I'm already worrying that food will be a problem. Not that I'm not a person who's like, I can eat really little for like a week and I don't mind, and then I just go back to eating normal afterwards. I have done that in the past, but it's not the nicest thing to do, if it's your birthday holiday. So yeah, that will be an adventure I'm already worrying about, and it's not doing me any good. So yeah, I don't know. If any of you watching are gluten intolerant and have ever gone to Disneyland Paris, I need tips. It's horrible, especially since I don't eat meat, and normally, like, I follow a vegan diet normally, which will not be possible while I'm there. So yeah, I will probably need to switch to vegetarian just for like whilst being there, so I can actually eat stuff. But yeah, it's really interesting thing to do. Like I'm slightly jealous for all of you Americans out there who have it a lot easier, because gluten-free seems to be a lot more of a thing where you are than where I am, which I'm really jealous about. So yeah, life, it's stressful, even though it shouldn't be stressful, because what does it bring me to stress for like 3 months till I'm there, and then I will have to live with the reality anyways, but my head wants to stress about it, so I'm stressed about it. But yeah, I will now go up and try to, think about other things and distract myself, and I will see you probably with the reading update tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, I will try to get at least 50 pages into this one, and then we'll see that I can like kind of make my way through these two throughout this week. That would be my goal. Okay, let's make a quick check-in. I haven't had a good day, so I didn't film anything up until now. But I just finished Since You've Been Gone, which is a 2-star read, which I'm not surprised about, let's be honest. This book has an average of 4 stars on Goodreads, which I find really irritating, because so many people said they felt the book was really realistic, and I felt the book was really unrealistic. Maybe it's like where you come from, but there's a child getting abducted in the book, and everybody just continues living their lives, like they have parties. People just like they search at the beginning, but like there's no like big search effort from the town. It's really weird. I found it to be a little bit unrealistic, to be honest. I also felt like it was pretty obvious who was at least like involved in the crime from the beginning, and it was pretty obvious that it had something to do with her brother dying and her own accident. I felt like it was pretty obvious from the beginning, so it wasn't a surprise, the ending, which I'm sad about. I like it if you don't have a clue who the perpetrator is. I did like the idea of her visions. I feel like they work quite well, but because of how weird the characters behave, it just wasn't enough to make the book good for me, in my opinion. I mean, the reading flow works quite well. It's not badly written. But yeah, I didn't really love it, to be honest. So I gave it 2 stars. The same I've given so many books last month, but you know, you can't love every book. This is just not it for me, to be honest. So yeah, but I finished it, which, you know, it flowed quite well, and I didn't have anything else to do because I didn't feel good enough to do anything else other than sit around and read. So yeah, tomorrow I will hopefully continue with this one. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, at least I'm making progress. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I'm tired. I will go to bed now, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Okay, so I don't have a reading update yet because yesterday I did not get around to do any reading because I like spontaneously Skyped with my friend, and that was pretty much my whole evening. I mean, we had a really good talk, but yeah, I didn't read anything. But then I thought there would be a horror illumicrate coming, but I thought wrong. I have another full illumicrate. I have no idea for which month this is. I feel like I unpacked the last one last week. Maybe it's longer ago and I just don't have any like time, like feeling for time anymore. I don't know. But we have another illumicrate. So let's unpack this one together and look what is in here. This is May's illumicrate. Was the last one June's? Why is May's illumicrate so late? I didn't even realize that I didn't got it until now. Oh my god. This is so confusing, I have to say. I don't know why it's so late. But yeah, let's look at it. The price box. We have another mug. I love those, so I'm really happy with that. Oh, it's a wonderful mug. There's a dragon on here, like one big dragon, then our character, and we have one smaller dragon. We'll have to see from which book this is. I will have to look it up after. Then, oh, we have food clips. We always complain that we don't have enough of these. So yeah, these are just clips to, you know, clip your chips back and stuff, which actually is a really practical item. Then we have another enamel pin, which I'm always really happy about. No, it's a magnet. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, I love magnets. Oh, it's hard to get off. Buckkeep storybook setting. I don't know what it's from, but it looks really cool. So yeah, a magnet I'm always for. Does it say? Oh, it's by from The Water Outlaws by S.L. Huang, which, as always, I haven't read. And then we have... Oh, I think it's another one of those... Yeah, Yeah, it's another one of those storage... baskets? Can you call it a basket if it's not, like... standing up on its own, you know? But yeah, I use these to store a lot of different things, so I'm really happy with these. Yeah, it also has dragons on it. Or like mythical beings, so... Yeah, I mean, the theme is magical bond, I've just realized, so that is, yeah. And then we have the book. And the book is called Goddess of the River by Vaishnavi Patel. I have no idea if I pronounced that. Probably I haven't pronounced it right. But yeah, that is the book. Obviously in the same color theme as everything else. I can't speak today. I have like a horrible headache. It's not helpful. This is the most beautiful end pages that I have ever seen. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Let me quickly look up what the book is about. That actually sounds really, really good. It is a story about a mother and her son. The mother is the river goddess, and she takes care of like a younger godling, and they get in trouble, and she gets cursed to become mortal, and she has to fulfill the curses, whatever the curse says, to become immortal again. And whilst being mortal, she weds a king and they have a child. And so once she becomes free, she then has to leave her child behind. And unbeknownst to her, he also carries the curse in him. And he swears to never like inherit the throne from his father. And wars and chaos ensues. And throughout all of these years, mother and son always get like drawn together, apart again, drawn together, apart again. And so this is a story about the relationship between a mother and a son. And all that happens like together with that, pretty much. And yeah, that sounds really, really good. I'm really interested in reading this. It sounds wonderful. So yeah, this was really unexpected. I'm really happy about it. I'm not gonna complain, but it was unexpected. But yeah, this was a wonderful box. Magnet, I'm always for. Max, I'm always for. These ones are wonderful storage. This will probably become yarn storage, which I can never have enough of. The food clips I definitely need. And yeah, this is all wonderful. I'm really happy with this box. So yeah, I still have no idea why May's box came 2 weeks after, like 1 week after June's box. So the Honor-Bound mug is inspired by Fourth Wing, which obviously I haven't read. Then the book organizer, which is this thing, even though I use it for all different things, is inspired by the Hurricane Wars. Never heard of. Then we have the Magnet Buckkeep is inspired by the Realms of the Elderlings. Also never heard of. And then we have the food clips, which are inspired by the Lunar Elven Tribes in Feybound, which I have also not read because I'm not really interested in Fey novels. But yeah, that sounds wonderful. So yeah, I'm really happy about the box. I just didn't expect it. Just a little bit on the funnier side, but you know what? It's nice. I have to be honest, I don't know if there will be a reading update today because of the headache that I have. I had to stop drinking the energy drinks I drink normally because I can't tolerate the sweetener in it, the artificial sweetener, because obviously I can't drink the ones with sugar, but I also can't drink the ones with the artificial sweetener in them, and I never realized because I had so many other problems with my stomach. Now that I have the other problems under control, things like that come up. Like people who are fructose intolerant often can't tolerate sucrose. I don't know what the word in English is. I'm gonna put it on screen. But yeah, I didn't know that. I had to Google that today, like the last few days, because I felt really sick because of it. And yeah, now I'm having a caffeine headache, which isn't nice, to be honest. So yeah, there will probably be no reading today. But you know what? It happens. I'm gonna give you a reading update tomorrow. I promise. Okay, so we're gonna have this weird angle right now because I have a dog on my lap and I obviously can't move. Also, if you can hear my partner, I'm really sorry, he's playing games right now and I can't close the door, obviously.
So yeah, I haven't continued with the fantasy book I was reading, but I have to be honest, I don't think I'm in the mood for that right now, so I will probably continue with a different book tomorrow morning. But I did read 3 graphic novels today, which 2 were the Horizon Zero Dawn graphic novels, Part 0 and Part 1, which I really, really liked. I really liked the art style. I think they look incredible. And yeah, obviously the story is really similar to what you get in the games. So I give it 4 stars because I felt like they were a little bit too short. I would have loved for them to be a lot longer. But yeah, I will definitely continue with that series. And then the second one I read is called Garlic and the Vampire, which is a really cozy and cute graphic novel about a garlic who helps a witch in her garden, and the garlic feels like she's doing everything wrong and she doesn't really have any self-esteem. And then there are rumors about a vampire, and because garlic, vampires can't deal with garlic, garlic gets chosen to confront the vampire and kind of make sure that everyone is safe. And the story goes from there, and it was really, really cute, really enjoyable. And so I gave that one 4 stars as well. I really enjoyed that one as well, and I felt like that was the perfect reading for today. I really needed that, just short little graphic novel style stories, so I'm really happy with that. So yeah, I will choose a new book for tomorrow morning, and we'll see how far I will come with a new book. But yeah, that is pretty much everything for check-in today. I know this week has been short check-ins again, but yeah, it happens.
Okay, so we now have Saturday evening. I haven't checked in with you, and I'm looking quite disheveled. I'm not really having the greatest time at the moment, which I feel bad for blabbering about, but sometimes you're just not happy for no reason at all, just. But yeah, I started Snow Crash. I'm 40 pages in, so there isn't much to talk about yet, to be honest. I do need to get a little bit further in to be able to talk about this. And then I'm currently listening to an audiobook which is called Tiny Traumas. When you don't know what's wrong, but nothing feels quite right, which is an incredibly fitting audiobook for right now. And it is really, really interesting. It talks about, people who aren't depressed, who don't have a mental health condition, but also feel like something isn't right and you're feeling off, which is what I'm feeling for like a few months now. And yeah, I already feel like it's really interesting, and even though, it doesn't change anything overnight, but having the knowledge and maybe working through why I feel will make me a little bit more, back to my more normal self. But yeah, I'm already like 40% through the book, which I will probably won't finish it today. I won't be awake that long, but I will definitely finish it tomorrow. So I will tell you in the beginning of the next vlog how I liked it, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna love it, the rest of the book as well. It's by Dr. McArrow. She's a psychologist, so she's from the topic. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. I think it's a good resource to go to if you can't seek help, or if you don't want to seek help from professionals and want to work through it yourself, which is what I want to do. Because it's not like I have anything wrong with me, it's not something detrimental to me, it's just a little bit of an off feeling. So yeah, that is what I will continue to listen to now, and I will end the vlog here because Saturday evening and I do need to edit this tomorrow. And yeah, I do think I will take off of Thursday's video next week. I won't do one. I feel like I need a little bit of a break, and filming these vlogs isn't like the most work, you know. It's easy to film, but the sit-down videos, I feel like, are a little bit more like effort to film, getting the ideas and stuff. So yeah, I will take off for that video next week, and I will just do the vlog, and yeah, to make it a little bit easier on me next week, because I feel like I need that. So yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this vlog, even though how off it is. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in next week's vlog, because that was really, really nice, you know. I just need to let my feelings out sometimes, and I hope that's okay. So yeah, hopefully I will see you next week, and thank you for watching. Bye.